Hey guys, it's me, Ejin here from Cosplay America. This weekend I'm at Fanime in San Jose. So I'm back again because I'm working on a third book where I go back, hunt down the cosplayers from the first book, and rephotograph them again for the third book.
You've got it signed by people, huh?
Yeah, a few people
awesome.
signed it. Oh, there he is.
Yep.
Okay, so what do you remember from back then, from that photo shoot?
I felt super awkward in this costume because the place I bought it from, they messed up on it.
Oh, you didn't have time to custom, like, read, okay.
I had no time to kind of like do any of that, so I tried to fix it as best I could.
So this is you back in 2009.
A long time ago.
So what do you remember from back then, from the whole photo shoot?
I just remember you being by the stairs, and you're like, hey, come here, I want to take your picture. And I said, okay, and didn't think a lot of it, and then you told me that the book was coming out. After the book came out, I got recognized so many times when I would wear that costume out. It was like ridiculous.
Oh, really?
Okay, well, I was actually just like trying to figure out how old I was. I was 15 when I cosplayed this.
Yeah.
And a friend of mine in high school helped me with the dress. And the only thing I really worked on was like the hat.
Really?
Which is really cool because like I literally just like cut up a bunch of cardboard paper and glued everything together. So I'm glad that this was the photo that was put in there, since that's like the one thing I really worked on.
I kind of like his new look. The gray hair and the long coat still is enough change. It works with the character. Still looks, you know, kind of elegant in a way with the long coat, and they didn't change him too much to the point where he's unrecognizable. Definitely very recognizable, and yeah.
Not much. I was just having fun, just cosplaying really, and pretty much all of a sudden you asked me that you were doing a cosplay, taking pictures for a cosplay book, and that's how I ended up here.
At the time I wasn't working, I made this like out of cardboard. I hot glued my costume. Like, I didn't know what I was doing at this time, but I had fun. And now, like in my costume right now, a lot of it was like sewn very well and using expensive like materials. Like now that I'm working and older, but I still have that like same joy as when I first started off, which is like I think the most important thing.
There I am. Still blue.
You're still blue?
Still blue. But my first time doing body paint, and so it took me forever to get it on, and then I only wore it for an hour that day, and it just so happened that in that hour you took the picture of me.
Whoa!
Yeah, and so like right after I took the picture with you, I decided, you know, I'm done.
But you have worn that at other cons afterwards.
I never wore it again.
You never wore it again?
I never wore it again. I actually plan to remake it one day to just kind of like, now that I've learned so much and can do it so much better. But yeah, that was always kind of, that's my memory of that costume though, is I've only wore it for an hour and got my picture taken, and now I'm here.
No one's done Barrett. I mean, there's people that cosplayed Barrett before, but for Final Fantasy groups, he's one of the characters that are overlooked. Not a lot of people see this type of character. There's always characters that nobody's seen cosplay because I think it's mostly what's popular.
Right.
It's mostly prominent, especially for people growing up.
Right.
But sometimes people don't have the opportunity to do it. So I decided to do Barrett because one, I was like, he's an awesome character.
Boogie.
Well, I love Disney and mostly the villains, so I thought I was just really creative and I wanted to put my own spin on it. So it's Oogie Boogie, the humanized female version.
Yeah.
It's the character Axel O from Guilty Gear. I'm doing the second game's version of the costume.
So people recognize you?
Yeah, we just did the fighting game gathering outside.
So what's the reaction when they see you?
It's usually, wow, no one hardly does Guilty Gear because they usually do Street Fighter or Mortal Kombat. It's rare to see Guilty Gear, so it's usually the wow, someone actually did Guilty, and like apparently no one does Axel.
So really quick on camera, so tell me, what's the reaction at this con?
We stand in the same spot forever because everybody wants pictures of us.
And it's
Really?
super fun.
It's fun.
But it's super fun. How'd you come up with the concept of doing this?
It was a Halloween costume originally, and then everyone's been telling us that we need a Cholula, so she made this today in the hotel.
Awesome, you guys are doing a great job. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you actually got recognized out of costume, which is actually pretty remarkable.
In our hometown, without like a convention going on.
Oh!
Yeah.
Oh, you were just walking around?
Yeah, just walking around. They're like, oh, you're Tapatio. I'm like, yeah. We're at the mall.
Oh, that's crazy.
The toughest part, just finding a way to connect all the pieces together. And what's more harder than trying to piece it together is trying to get out of it, you know? Because getting out of it is a chore in and of itself.
So you
the
need...
jetpack was also kind of a challenge too.
Oh yeah, check that out. Nice. What is the best thing about Fanime for you guys?
Well, I'd say the panels, meeting celebrities, and just having fun dressing up, and, you know?
I'd say the community, just like being surrounded in people who have like the same, you know, interests as you.
Okay.
I'm kind of sick of the whole like princess in peril trope, so I thought, hey, what if Princess Peach could like protect herself? What if she had a suit of armor? I doodled it like a year and a half ago, and I finally made it. So just kind of glad it's all come together, you know.
Awesome. You're premiering this convention?
Yes, I actually finished it this morning.
Tell me about this version. How did you come up with this combination?
I like Luigi in different ways of aspects. So one time me and my friend were talking about history, and she loves Assassin's Creed and I like Luigi, and she's like, that'd be pretty cool if we mixed them together. So my cousin started drawing it up and everything, and Luigi's a high jumper, so she said he would fit in perfectly. Stars on him because that's the go-to ending weapon. Then maybe next year we might put chomp chains and do different variations and everything.
Okay, that's pretty good. How do people enjoy it?
A lot of people like it. I had a lot of Marios wanted me to assassinate them.
Oh, really?
Peaches too and everything.
So my friend and I had wanted to do like a collab together for a while. We're both like really big Pokemon nerds. And I've done a couple Gajinkas before. I did an Yveltal and a Latios. And we both kind of like foxes. I did a Ninetales character before. I did Ron from Toho. And it was kind of like, okay, I wanted to do another just massive bundle of tails because it always gets a really good reaction to cons. And she's like, well, we should do Ninetales. I'm like, okay, great. We can both do Ninetales. I'll do Alolan and you can do Kanto. And so I built both of our tail sets. She did the artwork. So it's kind of like I went and grabbed like, I like this piece of like traditional Japanese art, I like this other Gajinka design, like here's 4 or 5 references, like take these little bits and then customize them, and we went back and forth for a little while. And I kind of settled on something very traditionally Japanese. So I've got a hakama, a kimono, a haroi jacket, an obi, and she's got something that's more of like a dress, like a kimono dress kind of. But it took like almost 2 months worth of work.
Tell me about break time. Okay, tell me about your sign.
Okay, so my sign is because every year at Fanime I always get people who come up and yell at me while I'm sitting down and usually with food in my mouth, being like, can I take your photo? You don't even have to get up. And I'm like, no, like if I do a photo, like I want to give you the best one possible. And if I'm saying no, please respect that. But a lot of the time people don't, so this kind of just stops them. And if they still try to take a picture, I can just be like, no, stop it.
I got into cosplay specifically for the craft because it was just like a medium in which I can express myself. So I watched a lot of anime, play video games, and so when I saw like live action, that was like the closest thing to like cosplay. I was like, that's super cool. And then I found out there's this thing called cosplay.
You guys are the ones involved with the, what is it called again?
It's an old school cosplay gathering.
Okay, tell me about that.
We inherited it 3 years ago. Basically, it's a gathering for anything from before 2001. So anything from the 20th century or earlier. I mean, if someone showed up as like Oda Nobunaga, I think I'd be just floored. And for the last 3 years, we've gotten pretty good turnout.
Has it gotten bigger?
It's gotten bigger. The first year we did it, there were maybe 40 people. I think we had about 70 last year. People come and go.
Right.
And this year we have a potential for almost 300 per the Facebook page.
That's crazy.
I mean, I'm sure you've heard this tale as old as time. People tend to forget, like, oh, it looks so crappy. But I'm like, dude, everyone comes from somewhere. Don't assume that cosplayers started out when they're 12 and then they blossomed into whatever. Some people might just be starting out when they're 40. But you never know where their journey is.
Seattle. Oh, okay, Seattle. So, impressions of Fanime.
Oh. Should we just go in order?
Yeah. Bing.
Well, so I'm in the artist alley, so the things that people buy in comparison to Seattle is like totally different. But I noticed a lot of people like Pokemon here. Yeah, but everyone's really nice.
Awesome. Bing.
It's a really chill convention. Like a lot of the cosplayers are outside, and like a lot of people are here kind of feel like they're here to buy. And it kind of reminds me of a Japanese convention. The way that the cosplayers are all kind of gathered in one spot, but
yeah,
it was a good experience.
Good experience. You'll come back, right?
Maybe.
Maybe.
We'll see. We'll check that bank account.
What about you?
Yeah, I think there's something for everyone. Definitely, like, for the Sakuracon, cosplay is a part of everything, but even if you don't cosplay, which I was really worried about not cosplaying, because I usually cosplay every day, but this time I only cosplayed yesterday, that's it. So I was like, oh my god, I still have fun. But yeah, there's something for everyone. It's been really great. Exceeded expectations for sure.
Oh, that's always good. Come back.
Bing.
That's right. You
I didn't get a Bing. I had to make my own. Fanime kind of has a name that goes along with it, so I find that you end up meeting a whole bunch of different kinds of people, and like a lot of people you wouldn't expect to run into. It's like people like on social media, or people that you wouldn't normally run into, like just staying at your local con. So that's been really interesting. I feel like.
So you will come back?
Yes, of course.
You guys will have to come back. And you?
I've had a lot of fun. I think it's a really chill convention. I love how kind of there's like section for cosplayers, but then at the merch and in the dealer shop, it's people walking around and shopping, and it feels like it frees up the space too, so you can actually observe. And I mean, I definitely want to come back, and just in terms of variety and merch and artwork, it's actually a lot more than what we've seen at the other convention.
Really? For sure. Yeah.